The Multiple Identities Scam: How Sudanese Refugees Exploited Germany's Open Doors and Got Caught in the Summer of 2015. As Europe grappled with the largest refugee influx since World War II, the small northern German city of Braunschweig became ground zero for one of the continent's most audacious welfare fraud schemes. Amid the chaos of Merkel's "Wir schaffen das, we can do this" policy, which welcomed over 800,000 asylum seekers that year, many fleeing war-torn Syria, Afghanistan, and Sudan. Overworked officials processed up to 2,000 arrivals daily at reception centers. Fingerprints, often skipped. ID checks, minimal. The goal: prevent homelessness, not play detective. Enter a network of Sudanese refugees, mostly young men in their 20s and 30s, who saw opportunity in the overload. These weren't hardened criminals, but opportunists exploiting a system designed for desperation. One man, dubbed the record holder by investigators, allegedly created 12 fake identities, rotating them like a shell game to claim welfare benefits across multiple towns in Lower Saxony. He deregistered as Ahmed in Braunschweig for housing and cash allowances, then as the 5th of March 0 miles away for food stamps and medical aid. Each persona netted about €400, €600 monthly, enough for a modest life, but multiplied by a dozen. We're talking €60,000 plus a year per person, tax-free. The scam scale was staggering. By early 2017, Braunschweig authorities uncovered over 300 cases, almost all tied to Sudanese claimants. The total haul: an estimated €3 minus 5 million siphoned from German taxpayers, funneled through duplicated registrations at the state's overwhelmed centers. Investigators later revealed how it worked. Refugees would arrive without papers, pose for a quick photo, and get assigned temporary IDs. No cross-checks meant one person could reside in half a dozen places simultaneously, collecting duplicate payouts for rent, utilities, and child benefits, even fabricating kids in some claims. One group even coached newcomers on alibis, warning, "Say you are from Darfur, mention the Janjaweed attacks. It speeds things up." Joan Mamenga, head of the Parliamentary Commission probing the fraud, called it a systemic failure born of compassion. At the peak, civil servants were so stretched, handling translations, health screenings, and placements, they could spot the duplicates. "We prioritized humanity over bureaucracy," Mamenga told NDR Public Radio. But some saw it as a loophole to game. The Sudanese angle wasn't random. Sudan's civil war had displaced millions, but not all arrivals were genuine fugitives. Many were economic migrants who detransited safer nations like Libya or Turkey, drawn by Germany's generous asylum package. Immediate shelter, language classes, job training, and Hartz IV benefits, up to €500 month per adult, plus extras. Word spread via WhatsApp groups and smuggling networks. Germany pays well. No questions asked. By 2016, as the dust settled, audits revealed patterns. One fraudster had claimed benefits for 6 wives and 18 children, a harem that existed only on paper. Another used his payouts to fund remittances back home, turning aid into a family lifeline, or, critics argued, an exploitation racket. The scandal hit headlines across Europe, fueling debates on welfare tourism and prompting Austria and Denmark to tighten rules. The bust came in waves. Starting in late 2016, a tip from a suspicious landlord, who de-rented to the same new guy 3 times under different names, triggered a dragnet. Police raided hostels, seized phones with incriminating chats, and cross-referenced fingerprints against a national database. Over 200 arrests followed, with suspects facing up to 5 years for fraud and false asylum claims. The 12 identity kingpin got 4 years, his windfall confiscated. Courts deported dozens back to Sudan, where some faced recruitment into militias. Ironic payback for gaming a system meant to save lives. But the real sting? Germany's €20 billion plus annual refugee spend in 2015 to 2016, hailed as moral leadership, now symbolized vulnerability. Far-right AfD party seized the narrative. They bite the hand that feeds them. Polls showed 60% of Germans souring on open borders by 2017. Today, Braunschweig is a cautionary tale. Biometric scans are mandatory, payouts delayed until vetting, and EU-wide databases flag duplicates. The Sudanese community, hit hard by stigma, has pushed back. Local imams condemned the fraudsters as ungrateful betrayers of the Prophet's mercy, while integration programs boomed, churning out German, fluent workers. In the end, it wasn't about faith or ethnicity. Fraud happens everywhere. Native Germans scam €1 billion yearly. It was about a perfect storm, good intentions clashing with human opportunism. As one ex-fraudster told Der Spiegel from prison, "We fled bombs, but found a buffet. Some could resist seconds." Europe learned the hard way. Saving lives means safeguarding the saviors too. This story, while controversial, highlights a real case amid broader integration successes, e.g. 70% of 2015 refugees now employed. For balance, most Muslim immigrants contribute massively. Think Syrian doctors in the NHS, or Turkish entrepreneurs. In Berlin, got a specific angle or country, UD, like moron,